Mumonakaba from that short break. My guest, Watsna from my very own brother in the industry, or EDEM TSOTSORME-MENSAH. Yeba bepense pensemo. Buku no ate. I am not Yvonne Nelson. Yerebe bu room. Yeshenu munsam. And some no wa churchro. Ibinoma say wa nyaze. Ibinoma say wa yaze. Ametine heidi. I am very, very proud of her. And the da wakaya mekain there. Say you be a no, you've experienced any form of neglect. Nkrofubi ama feel there. You won't amount to anything in this life. So nkrofubi ama wabo mebu abraboemu in the course of your growing up. The book will break you. And in there, I saw a lot of posts on social media and a lot of what kind of platforms. Etum the book no work Kenyan. Some emotions be people are sharing their stories and there most of these stories no kakrebi na ibi monoma both mother and father were not present in the person's life when they were growing up, but then no the fathers were not present. As to why the fathers were not present, no, most of them don't know. Dodonara was will be some woman amenoma Ibinum mpono wanye wo maame no mankasa maame funa etitu hwenyi ma wanye ho na ayew because wanye moframa na di nkomo wanye ho na ye fan moframa no bebisa bebi ho na papa wo. It is sad. There is a lot yebe pense mu will show you do in the course of the conversation. No yenye lawyer bakasa sametene hei na menyiwe nyankita hudibi na mbiri no we twum obi move on with nabrabo. Necessarily decided about your book. Do you just get up and write things that we did together without my knowledge? What are the legal implications? Nina yeboshe wahamonum. Oye Ghana Library Authority. What's the book no? So ma wako library sa chese wafa through some process bim wa authorized and sana it will be allowed on the shelves of libraries in Ghana. Also yeboshe numu asam wo hormonum. We'll look at the psychological effects this kind of neglect or onya wo nkrofo honodo onondanchan wona wabubu honidin wo buku nimuno. Is there any kind of psychological effects that they will go through? Ninginaro no ye boshe wa harmonum. You and of course ya share the entertainment side of it yeze aka ho. Nti ndade nkomodino numu obokoye oye deep ankasa. Edem Akwaba.
Yeah, obi ade.
Bibi aboko.
Yami adum.
Buku yi, da aka ne be 6 million times.
Asem kito.
Aka nankasa. Na elemo ho commentary. Before you ever shall say na yakum one after the other no. Maybe sort of what is your overall judgment for the book?
For me, I think that I was at the launch of Pediatric Valley Results, and we share how one could for a park cars the street just opposite the resort, baby, I am a filling station. And when you before the launch, we shared the faces of people there, you could clearly see an exciting feeling. Everybody thought it was going to be a celebratory story, talk about some of the more of the achievements she talked as an actress in this industry. But at a certain point in the program, I was a little suspect because when I realized she wasn't sitting, I was like, oh, your book launch, I was like, nothing about to celebrate you. But I see that she wasn't sitting. She came to sit at a point, Shelly Mubai and ordinary one mom, no, call back. So Nipa, yeah, their man, she's not around. Then came the time for her to come and talk. Now, when she came, she said she was acknowledging the people there, and she said she is happy people have, gathered. And those who are gathered there are family. Or car family now or tree break. And I say, I don't think any of my family is here. Friends or acknowledge other people. In your car family, no sign saying that she doesn't think. So at that point, I was something struck me that this
title
title
of the
is not
book.
just a title, BBC. Kwame, you got in
BBC.
Then, because all along I thought that I am not Yvonne Nelson was just literal, like he's trying from her movie instincts, creative title, but I just realized that this was more than that. And when the book was officially launched and I got a copy, and I didn't do it, and when I'm said, no, this goes beyond, I mean, what we were expecting. It is send them a sign line, or buy an app, expectation before the launch, and this, they will tell you they were shocked, they are shocked. So my observations so far is shocked, and I'm surprised that she can go all out with a lot of information and not sparing some people even close to her in her circles, and even herself. Because clearly, you could clearly see her putting her brand on the line. So if Nippon, and I hear people talk about an Obo wedding, if someone can go to the extent of put her brand on the line, that of her mother.
What is your name?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Outsider. Or no one spending, mommy. I'm not sure. And she has said it that, oh no, she knows what is coming. If you read her remarks, author's remarks, and she's ready for everything. And she said for like the past almost already 38 November, she's been living with this. She's tried to, I mean, push. The truth is not coming. So before she chalks 40, she wants to shake it off and get it off her chest. Because you say life begins at 40.
But then, yes, it's a memoir. It's a biography. But then, you are writing to sell. Onyada electronaka mazreche.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Yvonne can stand here and tell us today, what can then, the people she had sexual encounters with. Definitely, there has been sexual encounter with other people. The names that were mentioned in the book, is it not because Opede or ride on their fame equally to also sell the books, especially Sarkodie?
For me, I don't even want to think that is, I mean, the intention. When I see I check whatever is in the book, I see three, like, a broken hearts. I see three broken hearts. Broken hearts from the family side, broken heart from her career side, then broken heart from her love side. So these are the three angles. It captures the pillars of the book, and the main thrust of the book is a certain public appeal for who her father is. I see it as she wanted to paint a certain picture. But before you get the true picture, that side of her abortion had to be part to complement the true picture. Because if you understand the book well, you could see that Okase ne mame or when a man to baby and so on real father.
Yeah.
And Onu Yvonne Nelson, she was born by mistake. The mom as at 9 months, ne mamia called hospital for abortion. She went lay on the surgical bed, opened her legs. Then when the doctor came in, Oshayanos, no, I can't do this. So she should go to any other place. And she, ne mame koine na najun change ye, that she will give birth to her. And to this point, you know, of Fanyo maybe, who say there was a certain semblance you know, not on a lifestyle. Where she also encountered abortion. But only the mommy didn't feeling, only the name feeling. Then it got to a point in her life, she feels that Sane Mami Asem Nidiana, she was kept in the dark as to who the father was, because Nesalia Dono and Danisono was obedient, like they want to say, I'm not Yvonne Nelson. It was somebody's name.
No, Dono.
And that Mami so. Until you can't Papa and Chano. So, like, she was trying to tell a story of resemblance.
Generational something.
Generational something. So that is the thing. So she feels like this tells the story well, gives the picture well. That is like, minimum mommy go through something. And when we get to the end, my mom has seen hers. What about me? You understand? So you could clearly see somebody going through something. When you check, her upbringing, the teacher's question, that first chapter.
The teacher
that teacher's question.
Yes.
That teacher's question, and you're more firm, no? You could clearly see somebody who didn't get true love. And such people, they can go to any extent of hurting because they didn't see too much love.
They didn't see love.
They experienced a lot of ups and downs, sad moments. 1, 2, not here now. I am about because we am papa neba we am we without her. So they grow with so much on their minds. And
but then EDEM, yes, she wanted to put everything out there. But then, Ciciano, if you are given the narrative, why are there? She's thrown her mother under the bus.
Yes.
Abo benin first one needs onyama papa. Ma abo second one needs onyama papa. So does it mean there were more people? Was it more than 2 men? If it's more than 2 men, why are you protecting whoever it is? What happened? Onna mudunta into manka. Minim there sometimes I show movies, Etiton, Sembi or Homonoma, Abiana, the person went through rape, the person went through some very terrible ordeal, not only lead to pregnancy. And so for them not to remember the Mazinin, they try to shut everything concerning that out. The book, that part of the book brings a lot of questions. And why are there made to be quote and unquote, why are there a promiscuous woman?
Twitter will be training a show when the issue
is that not the
I think that unzeni back on enokono ono nanka or kabibia chen but when who ye because no no susa or catch and say emro mu no and to quasi between Mr. Nelson and any mommy and because of us until when who the course and at the launch and before they launched the book, like it was Sadian was put in a video documentary and they showed it to us where Emro Wayne, Mamma de Mano, or saying any but now I'm Peso Beji. In Georgia, no Koye DNA knows a Yaniba. And then man is shaking the responsibilities. And it seems maybe the woman may wanted to give the child to the man, and the man rejected it. It was why maybe she told bad things about the man to Yvonne Nelson.
Before we look at Chawano, but bisa someone making, then we'll look at the effect this would have on Yvonne's brand. Personally, I know somebody or babinin. Onankasa openly, utumkade minim da fra no nyama ba. But then, Mosima, abofrana mami beja, afrano tomodono. There is no way a moshe de me jaya afrano de mankasa afrano. And this person has taken care of the child for all these years. At least minimum be 10 to 13 years in washe abofrano. So if was in sana show, aye DNA, you realize that onye awo na eye abofra na papa na say if abofra no some way somehow Ebia or yakuri sama abofra ne ma mie dza akyerɛ and for whatever reason na say to muda still na abofra no draw closer to you being human and to create a space kakra bi wo wa komem na mfa embrace abofra na
I think say may I ask in all of these things where is the family?
Where
is the family? Or the family could have played this role because when you listen to what kind of book now share Yvonne Nelson, how she tried to get the truth behind the whole thing you don't get the sense that I say there were elders of the family who have come into the picture. And they could have even helped, like in Kadian they is simple, but they are not there. They are not in the picture. And the question, you could clearly see maybe there is something. But who is telling the something is where the problem is.
Mbenyimfo bi na we involved who nyina wonyi ho.
That's the
na mami so obviously on your ready door bakasa.
Why DNA? Ni nyina e prove say sankof mmemma mienu omomma no.
Wanyama papa.
Omongene papa. And who's already so Mr. Davis. And in the book, or shall I say, the former speaker, Mr. Ajite, no, yeah, the lawyer, the divorce lawyer in the first marriage, you know. In the time, all the divorce lawyer, named BBC. That was what the mom told her in the book. What I say, and she said, "Now, or other things, oh yeah." And who said, Mr. Nelson, so no, he's skinny around that side, and I'm so kunya bibina. I'm saying more than that, more than those two people, and I'm saying confusion.
Somebody is serious.
And she should be able to open up to the child because when him say, me I did way I look at a certain narrative here, it is bringing some awakening in some homes. That somebody called me after Yvonne launched the book. The person is an industry person. The person told me that he is 48. That issue now Yvonne is talking about. She has similar thing with the mom. I said, "No, ne papa." The mom has not been able to tell him who his father is. And this issue is
an issue.
People say, "And Avram Moshe, the guy I call I say, oh, you're 2 months pregnant for someone."
These are
real issues, unless we don't want to talk about it. These things are happening. And Yvonne is using her story to reawaken the nation. And I'm happy people are reading. I mean, people will come to the realization that whatever they are doing can go to harm their kids. And their kids may disgrace them like this.
Like this.
And see, if you are a mother and you are listening to the conversation, don't go and do things and call obin bon to no bin ko bon gusunem fa weniso. Now because you see akwa the DNA aba.
See DNA aba EDEM before but mama a little education wa ha me being a woman mama a little education wa ha I think sometimes the problem comes with how to calculate the pregnancy. Oyana obi ba calculate no eba na ohudu ye. Mama see me period ende. So does it mean I'm 1 day pregnant? Does it mean I'm 1 week pregnant? Does it mean I'm 1 month pregnant? Into I'm calculations ni year from the day you missed your period. Na dinyensa na kwa ake show before free. Osha so hormone. And then the attitude of I was in a relationship with this one. Minyini jai, you know, man chan membre ngum. Then I go and sleep with the other. Minyini jai within bed 3 weeks. I am with another person and I've started sleeping with the person. Ebi ana medinyin sanifi. First one no na medzabaha.
Ashane ho 2 weeks.
Ashane ho odaba. Nti that
So addition a womb edema ubia and memman so. I mean the abortion side. I mean so your addition dear my because if maybe Yvonne Nelson had been aborted, we wouldn't have had such a screen goddess on our screens to come and I mean be a blessing to us to inspire the next generation. Look at her Glaucoma Foundation and what she's been able to achieve. And she say abortion. So the issue of abortion, so we should also watch it.
We should look at it.
She's talking about a canker which is in the space, about how a man are being taken advantage upon in the entertainment space, where before you get certain roles or you rise, you must open your legs. And she says that it is not pertaining to only Ghana. It's even like worse in Nigeria.
Nigeria didn't put the respect to be anymore. When you want banner or there,
and a hookup direct.
Or hook up direct and one cash in.
Don't call bedroom where you have baby. Yeah, politics. Don't say yeah, Uber bedrooms everything.
And the part she mentioned, then about an HIV test. Mekai there, it was rumored there some actresses and all that was some big gigs Nigeria. Almost was stated or in Nigeria. HIV test to be sure that you are not positive. And sana empenyumfo kura wopeda wanyo de no wo muskano. Wanyo wa de no wa muskano. Yvonne's story comes to cement them rumors no beno. That it is true that not true that the microphone will be words in the way, but true that these things actually go on. So
it's something say we or baby and our baby maybe now per se uba industry no and our industry no you need to be careful about some of these things. How you go about it, because ochine one you know we could be booking. Ebi kwa ukwa one year lucky now they not a documentary because we have video at all. You are not style. Anas. What's your honor? Only wife to one about TV. We see na chechem. Video na show. Video na show. That's a whole lot. And another one aspect I'm very cautious about here, treating new entrants in your field. Because she talked about her experience when as a student
movie industry.
Abdul Mumuni, a man they play the Princess Tyra role. She was just didn't have any experience, and when she got on na enkoye, so the like of Kofi Adodo had to storm off the set in protest that Onya didn't. Then later she turned up coming to cast him and pay him. Then Obonipa too or Mobuano on the set. Majid, Michelle and Jackie. And see how we relate to people, especially new entrants, how we guide and shape them is important. And yes, our Chinebino now we could pay a book him na a bay issue.
Yeah, well, lawyer wo ahumano do. Lawyer.
To send this.
Hello, lawyer. Oh, call no a drop into your bobo mazinana ya sanso ya friendly bio. Year to the yakasani bisa ono lawyer no the legal aspect of insansemia or kodi because I mean mukan book ni we and say book a immediate payment ka lawsuit to be adrambre Yvonne or ton book in no judges kan da mana masum poni yaboko court masum akwa kejis kan bi into mungu menyima sedam na enko scot free. Yes, Edem. Mpocho ne yerka na edu the part of the supporter Ibinum was a man in industry no more.
Your friend is saying.
Yeah, Yasan Yenya, lawyer, I'm wanting to hold on. Hello, lawyer.
Hello.
Mpocho Yamoakaba by each chat show do.
Hello.
Hello, Mpocheti Yananka. Hello. Try the Hanan Sabaka lawyer ni using common. Edem, industry you urban people wanting to help you Oyana eribisa mbwa will be ho another when you first get into an institution, wherever under the entertainment umbrella. enya nkrofo bi ma they give you that you are coming to take my job attitude we industry mu nti mboa owoda what a boa wo no they are not able to help you oya na wa aba kakra na ya akaka you get people debunking it though mboa we industry no mu oh love we industry no mu eyiwom this is somebody who has put out her entire truth nti sisia no are we ready to accept the industry no damonota
you are in, you know it. It's something which happens.
Hello.
Backbiting, some of these sex and other
But
things.
hold on, what's the lawyer sana about money debut? Hello, lawyer.
Hello.
Sisi adi to one kapepe. Pocho ete here sumponi yenenka.
I'm a two kapa.
Yedase. Nyamena dum bibi aboko. Pocho wara sumponi yeji de bibi aboko.
Economy na ye bibi aboko. But even reference.
Yeda nyame ase. Lawyer Pocho, oye Yvonne Nelson nubuku ya wofre no I am not Yvonne Nelson numu nkomo na yerizi. Na mande yepedi yebisa wonye de. The part obobo nkrofo honidin wo book no mu especially obi te de sakode aletanyi enyanya nidin opemu oye tonto dike nidin opemu na de da menyeme dam nkrofo nyina honidin a obobo no now it was associated with some form of sexual encounter bi se menyi wenya nkitahudi bi da mbiri na etwemu ko may move on we say move on they decided that a woman or another biography is it legal there or the elbow midin and nyama ye book no mana
okay maybe can I mention what your phone with your phone and madam to say our friend said church and nyama biase and na to you know let me issue a caveat minya adade and I mean, I privilege no any kind book here. So
okay.
All my comments will be based on commentary that is circulating on social media. So I'm going to make a crack. Now to your specific question. Say two consenting adults have a sex. There's nothing wrong with it. But say to add a twist to it, say two consenting adults and one is married. And then the married one goes to have sex with an unmarried person. There are several issues attached to it. Because so I wouldn't say grounds for one of the grounds for divorce.
But Lion Pocho, when's the form kakra? Bomotina ma when's the mam kakra?
Hello, to make us.
Yet say, but a voice no form kakra.
Okay. Yes, after the
Sisi adoye.
Okay, now make us say two consenting adults in any sex there's nothing. And honor if you afford kakra, it's one of the grounds for divorce is one partner is going to commit adultery. There's an issue there with reference to the one who is married.
Okay.
Ground we are not on change. Say only adults they've had sex, but then when you hear the sex and it reduces you in the minds of the person. So a typical example, what I mean can say we if I tell you for or more shower say on worry you'll be in so sister on worry the ocean also. Yeah, that is a book diaba mature book. Maybe my mature say me know I have a sex. I remember I'm preaching na number such as show. But the next straightforward. Somehow can say what do you call it? The issue of information would not lie. Now, some stretching a bit outside the question you asked. So, referencing something abortion, if I'm not mistaken.
Inyo, me chira wo ehwo no kakra no mama muntwa wano no retre me there onye sa akode wonante wo kakra ni nyinsan obem nyinsan ne bem no oye sa akode ka eche ne de onye ready do botum na wahwe ba because no hwe na system de mabre na no no nankasa Yvonne no so no na nara sumpo no nye ready de obowo da mabre no and we decided no ono nankasa di kan fa edru bleedy but abofra no wamba still na na nyinsan no wo ho. And then later on na sakode nyina we decided that then they will go and do the abortion in a clinic. Into no sakode anya no call clinic home no oja no ho. But then after the abortion and everything sakode amfra no mpo na we bisa ne there enyama kwadan anade okesidan. Into abortion samono dem na ono no te wo ho.
Okay, into my mention saying baby omo ye omo adwen say omo ka koya abortion. Maybe can Ghana no say about criminal offenses are you need expiry date. Into okay. O committee offense be 20, 50 years, 100 years ago, and let us please for making natural, and then they'll go ahead and prosecute you. Oh, the beauty of our Criminal Offences Act as law in Ghana is when it has to do with the commission of a crime, police does not necessarily need a complainant. In the book, say, she can be invited for questioning. Then you know to change. Attempted abortion and then abortion itself, the two of them are all offenses. In the we are writing say, oh, quack, and it's a we year young Kasankasano. You mean no, what's umra? As a court, you did to me, Edo, at fiancé, but maximum I think is 5 years, I'm not too sure. We are not in change. So when it has to do with abortion, there were grounds be who be abortion. And yes, I have focus area call hospital and the first, I say whether you mathematical, your life is at stake. And I plan about the one no, survival. You know, a lot of grounds. And then the person who committed who helped you to abort the baby, is the person a registered medical person? The facility registered to carry out such an activity? So in terms of a straight jacket thing, I can focus on the abortion because my staff say, "Oh, we don't talk about it, and it's oh yeah, no, your offense. Reason behind it, you have to meet certain criteria before you can legally engage in abortion in this country.
Okay. Inti sisi no mark ke no chede say sakode ana enyanya na any of the people whose names were mentioned in the book no wobotum we decided that we sue Yvonne Nelson.
That's a very good question. Still, you don't mention you, Mom. But the question that I want to ask is, if they are going on a defamation, the Yvonne's defense will be simple. If it happened, that's the truth. And truth is a defense to a defamation suit. So, the kind of can Japan and us, as some can Japan say, I can't learn no correct. No correct. It's not Jambo Necano. Granted, say, they have grounds which they can proceed to court, engage a lawyer, and then they would institute the legal action. But then the question is whether or not such a legal action would succeed in courts. In my personal opinion, if Yvonne can prove that it actually happened, that is a defense.
Okay.
Yes. But before I conclude, you see, the truth is that let's not blend the two. The advice I gave on criminal is different from civil. Defamation is civil.
Okay.
Abortion
near criminal.
Abortion is criminal. No police
okay.
Okay. Offense and defamation is civil. And the question says about abortion so both of them are on banning now abiding sabbath in account.
Okay. Yate ase wo hormonum. Sisi ano oriye wa baba ye dor be norm the work and then at least sisi ani yenyim de oye agete anan ono so for the 50th birthday no ono so obelonche ne memoir. So a lot of people are going to obviously start writing books. Do you think that it will pose any legal threat to these people who have decided to start writing book, looking at Wosima, Yvonne, Nedi, Wakono, and would the legal threat also be a thing that would let them be careful when it comes to what they put in their books?
Personally, my opinion, straightforward answer, no. You see, when it has to do with intellectual rights, you have every right to put out anything which you believe that it is your original work. So provided say would be and collect information be in a bond book. I don't see anything legal here. Is that okay? Whether there are 2,000 suits or a single suit, it's for me that is a question of marketing, not a question of law.
Okay.
Legally, yeah, there's nothing unless somebody goes to plagiarize Yvonne's book, then she can take the person on because at the moment she owns the copyright, whatever she put out there. If you want to copy out of it, then you would have to acknowledge her or seek her consent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mpocho yate ase papa wo homonum no. Yeda se pide so de yetonsa ye fro wo no joining hen. Oye lawyer preku lawyer pepra beku na o joining hen wa mano da onyi hen din komo for the legal aspect of oye Yvonne Nelson new book awatro no foforo or say I am not Yvonne Nelson. Ye try de hen sa beka counselor na yenye no edin komo oye counselor Henry Sian na yenyine edin komo but then henensa into mankan ye recorda na ya try na as we are waiting there henensa yenya oye Mr. Hayford wo ahomano do hello Mr. Hayford pocho ye ma wa kwaba
yeah na to say
nyame na adom pocho wa so
kakra
yeda nyame ase wo homonum yesterday was a Ghana Library Board was a book no so obama kwan ma wako library shelves no da chisa wafa some scrutiny bi mu ma wa approve ansana mpocho oya mpaze
Vacho misinterpretation of interview am a grant ye enra.
Oh okay mpocho chire henu mu yeye
nti me pese me yisu akwenye na me chichiri mu
mpocho you
Ghana Library Authority yemra ame ati ya Ghana ha ya since 1950 adwuma nyina ya bwa na ya city library ya equip those library na ya maintain na ya manage library for Ghana ha me pata up in next part the committee akase yi
what I say
because the next feedback or after the
Erika say papa what ka say ne de pepepe
okay it is run a reaction na adwuma na ye no as part of equipping the library spaces adia everything what is made the equip your libraries in your books na bibia on say ye public agency yes book yeah see a publisher here author that's what the books back out yeah you need that so you listen in your books yeah you be public you be available Amazon working kind na bibia so aye bia na ye de embra rules and regulations e guide the bia ye die ehun it rules and regulations e guide say e be den na Ghana library your book e dey abeto your libraries because tell you and then na LGBT ne send the books you na over say and them na complain you dey aban
okay
as part of your process so what you so person aban edi misika to be dia a good library for Ghana ha dia obe submit to Ghana library because yeah aban adwuma yesika bia ye best spend it ye dey to book bi no ye Ghana for your tax certificate. It is opposite aban the tax certificate e for books o book bi dia e was what the bringing or the sample be buy Me a human who say book no a conform with your culture. Now illustrations are why you woman no is according to international standard. Or text the durability of the book. Because book no yeah the two library except the book. It is a one thing you yeah the book shelf and so on the lifespan they are very short.
Okay.
Let me create to remove procedure obia organ no the would book. That's all person buying the book public libraries shelves or so yeah procedure will be said.
Or they feminine. Yata say. Na mopocho question be on pede mi bi so ye. Some actual book. Na ma Erican ma Sisia Mati na makada mucho book na medzaba. The one share na one approve na aban on Venice Cantobi no one fungu libraries. How long does it take and sana wa approve the book no yaja to the or okay for it to be on the shelves of our libraries in the country?
Oh, every week the committee no effort.
Okay.
The committee necessarily approve. And no budget they are available at any time. If we call it that so books maybe at this quantity back. Because
but then, Mami Bisaye, after I have submitted the book, the committee know what's now know what discuss. How long will it take and sana wa approve before the buying process no comes in?
Within 1 week, it depends on the size of the book because I was saying, more approving in our kind book, no.
Okay.
Because the kind book never approve about Ghana for Africa. And they will say, yeah, kind book, me who say, Obia, a member of the committee, no standards now, you have to book in everything. It depends on the size of the book. Usually, they are within 1 week, not what can you. If you can now you are approving the brain management say and available
okay. See ana de no chere Yvonne on contact or ye Ghana Library Board.
The on farm mind for say it's a Ghana Library among Ghana mon be to be on yes sir.
Oh, okay.
Na journalist no be time na me get straight to move procedure and say on the back it will have to go through that process. But they are not interested. Say, I buy a crown when you can do books in my public and right.
Okay.
So Obia and Sobi sell through book attention. I was all the Ghana Library Authority. Now you to be. So but Remuno dear, so through book could be what set obey legal deposit. And by law, legal deposit, and they say Ghana has Ghana Library and Bremuno, which no booker, what obey a copies. Now you keep it to work for historical reasons.
Irrespective of type of book or material or
irrespective of type of book, beer, any printed material, beer or Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Even a newspaper crown after all your publication. The newspaper every day we have publication. I will say every day would it be Braille Library. If you know the no discussion because I know now and criminal or no other thing you fulfill that requirement.
Okay. Yata Yedase P. Oye Mr. Hayford Sian, Oye CEO of Ghana Library Authority. Na yenizim komo CCR no. Mijidi de se yenipa etro book anade when you want the kwan de that be able to book them unkomodi with Mr. Sianwi wabo papa. Ansana yebokono yebema edem wa mehen ne final submission na yeze asorido. Edem my final submission.
My final submission is this represents Yvonne Nelson's truth, what she feels has happened to her, the abortion story, whoever were mentioned, they also have a right to ensure ABS or misrepresenting them in any way. They have the right to also take care on. So definitely this is going to bring a lot of backlash. And I'm sure she knew of it because going all out, she knew of it. She wrote the book in November last year, 2022. So she waited and crossed all the dots. Now, what I don't want to happen, that's why I want her family to really come in quick. This may go to the core of affecting the mom, ne mame. Bit me a hand because an uncle for Betsy, ne ma Betsy, and they will be coming to her. How will she take it? I pray, say, Yaribian Bono, and I say, Yaribian Fanny Juan Kojim, na Ankoyasem Pa. And see, a day way for a year. It was even from 2021. And I know in Mammy and Casa because that was the last time Okoya Mammy Epamino after DNA. Then in 2022, Omon Casa for a year. The birthday na Mammy, that was in November. Sending message. And Mammy Casa, if you love me, you would have told me who my father is. And this is the last time I'm asking you. Since 2022, and then Mammy Casa November. And
then let me ask you this last one.
Family needs to come
in. We just have 1 minute left. Would you say that Yvonne is being too harsh on the mother?
I think she feels one money opportunity. So what 5 ebia say for the last 20 years or 25 years, she has been pushing. And it's like Ophili said, ne mami hasn't, thought of her feelings over all of these years, over 20 years of telling her the truth. And she, as a Ophelia, why you be and she said, no, AC. And I'm kind in Suata Poncheni. And I'm saying, into the family should know and act quickly before it gets worse.
The family should know and act quickly before it gets worse. And the what studio harmonom yenye EDEM TSOTSORME ne yenye nizi unkomo no na ofan oye Yvonne Nelson nubuku wa watro or say I am not Yvonne Nelson. Yes, and oye signing
15 boom.
Wow, book no still no wa short. CCR no epede tom do ye a pre-booking. Na chede etua wa print na akwa akaje wadi because amanfo when you are John, American one night manda met Jeremy Jinamide and then
I am not Bab Scam.
You wish you know I will not write a book. I will not write a book. But answer
no boys, you see a boy ya boom or lie. Boys ya
mini book if you are.
Yes, so I am just a control book. In this day, na me baby, mo bian friend.
Mini book if you are.
Mo bian sending message. You new bian kasa.
Mini book if you are. Answer na moko no worry mpo we you may film, but then afuta madzabo monye there as a parent. Be careful and sama obi fi wenum akacha wo ba. Emotionally, especially when they grow up. Or each show missing the only guy in the industry. Nyame Adoma Ochina Yebeshia for another interesting conversation with you. Have a good night.